Live with Lucy Hawkins. The death toll from the recent floods in the South African province of KwaZulu-Natal has risen to 49, and many others are missing after days of torrential rain. Authorities say it's the worst flooding in decades, and experts are linking the storms to climate change. The BBC's Shingai Nyoko reports now from Durban.
In the aftermath of ferocious torrential rains, volunteers are clearing the debris. It's a frantic search for one of their own. An anxious community watches and waits. Floods are fairly common here, but rescuers say that these are some of the worst that they've ever witnessed. They've already retrieved the bodies of 3 people from a single family, and there's a desperate search for a fourth, a 10-year-old child. A woman thought she was driving her grandchildren away from danger and to a place of safety, but her vehicle got swept away in this river. The floods surprised many, even those who had lived here for decades.
We were staying awake because of the rising river, and then around about 2 o'clock there was about 50 policemen that came up here, and then the tow trucks came in, and from about 3 o'clock they managed to drag the car out, and with one body in there. And that was very traumatic because first time we've seen the river rise so high.
After a day of searching, exhausted volunteers moved to another location. Dozens have died in what authorities are calling the tragic toll of the force of nature. In some areas, months of rain fell in a single day and without warning. Rescuers were overwhelmed with calls. Workers, learners, teachers evacuated to places of safety. Authorities say most of the province is affected. Highways are submerged, roads completely washed away. Some communities are completely cut off.
All our electricity stations, major ones, are also flooded. Our water treatment plants that we are using to service communities.
Durban, one of the largest port cities in Africa, is the worst affected. Containers stored in the dockyards were washed away as far as the eye could see. The state transport company says it suspended shipping until further notice, disruptions that will certainly affect Southern African trade. The floods are subsiding and some communities recovering, but with more rains forecast over the weekend, the province remains on high alert. Shingai Nyoka, BBC News, Durban.